Next group is logical group. So students, in logical group we have instructions like complement, and, or, XOR. So in the logical group, first instruction is ANAR. So the meaning of ANAR is to AND the contents of the register with the contents of the accumulator, and the result is stored in the accumulator. So here AND contents of register and accumulator. This is the meaning of ANAR. Now the group of this instruction is logical group. So ANAR comes under the logical group. Next one is the flag. So student, in case of ANAR, S, J and P are modified. So these flags are modified, and we can set the value of auxiliary carry and reset the value of carry flag in case of ANAR. Always the value of AC and CY do not depend upon the result that is present in the accumulator. Always after the execution you have to set the value of auxiliary carry and reset the value of carry flag. Next one is the byte. So number of bytes occupied by this instruction is 1 byte, because data and address is not specified in the instruction. Next one is the addressing mode. So students, the addressing mode is register addressing mode, because the name of the register is specified in the instruction. Next is the format. So format of this instruction is the result of AND between the contents of register and accumulator will be stored in the accumulator. Now students, we can see before execution and after execution result. So suppose we have a instruction that is ANAD, and in D we have contents 04H, and in accumulator we have contents 54H. So now by applying the AND between accumulator contents and the contents of D, we can see the result. So initially 54 we can convert into the binary form, that is 0101, and 4 is 0100, while D is having value 04, so 0000, and 4 is 0100. Now you can add the contents of A and D. So here, in case of AND students, if values are 0 and 0, then the result is 0. If one value is 1 and another one is 0, again the contents are 0. If first value is 0 and second is 1, then again the contents are 0. When both the values are 1 only, then the result is 1. So there is only one case where the value after AND is 1. That means when both the values are high, only then the result is high. So in this case 0 and 0 is 0, 0, 1 and 1 is high, 0 and 0, 0, 1 and 0 again 0, 0 and 0, 0, 1 and 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0. So the AND after this is 04H. So the AND of D and A is 04H. So after execution, now the value of accumulator is 04H, and according to this result, AC we can set, because AC is always set after the execution of the instruction ANAR, and the carry flag is always reset, and sign flag we can see the result is 04. So here in MSB we have 0, so that means sign flag is 0, and 0 flag is equal to the answer is non-zero, that is 04. Again the 0 flag is set to 0. Last one is the parity flag. So in the result we have only 1, so that means there is an odd number of 1, so we can reset the parity flag. So this is how we can perform the ANA or AND with the contents of the register and the accumulator. Next instruction we have is ORAR. So ORAR means or the contents of register with the contents of accumulator. So the group that under which this instruction comes is logical group. Flags affected, see students, in case of ORA, sign 0 and parity flags are modified while AC and the carry flag are reset. So both the values, that is AC and CY, are always reset after the execution of this instruction, and the byte that is occupied by this instruction is 1. The addressing mode is register addressing mode because the name of the register is specified. Format is again or the contents of accumulator with the contents of the register, and the result is stored in A. Before execution of students, suppose we have a instruction that is ORAD, and the contents which we have in D are 04 and in A we have 54. Now we can or the contents of D and A. Now we can see the result. Before that you have to see this table. If we have both the values 0, 0, then result is 0 in case of OR. If any of the value in the input is 1, that means the result is 1. So here the result is 1. Again here values we have 0 and 1, so the result is 1. 1 and 1, result is 1. So that means when both the values are low, only then the result is low. Otherwise it is high. So you can see when both the values are low, then the result is 0. 0 and 0, 0. 1 and 1, high. 0 and 0, again 0. 1 and 0, 1. Because in case of 1 and 0, we have 1. Next is 0 and 0, 0. 1 and 0, 1. 0 and 0, 0. So the result after execution is 54H. So while we are ORing the contents of accumulator and the register, the result is 54H. So after execution, accumulator is having value 54H. Now we can see by default after execution the auxiliary carry and the carry flag are reset. Now next value we can check for the sign flag. Here MSB is equal to 0, that means sign flag is equal to 0. The result is non-zero, that means 0 flag is 0, and in this case we have odd number of ones, so again the parity is set to 0. So this is the ORAR. Now after this, next instruction we have is XRAR. So XRAR means exclusive OR the contents of register and the contents of accumulator. So again in case of XRA, sign 0 and parity flag are modified while auxiliary carry and carry flag are reset like ORAR. Now how many bytes are affected? 1 byte will be used by the instruction. Addressing mode is register addressing mode, and the format of this instruction is same as that of the OR. So here we have XOR the contents of accumulator with the contents of R, and the result is stored in the accumulator. So students, suppose we have the example with instruction XRAD. So you can see in the table first what will be the value of XOR. When both the values in the input are same, then the result is 0. So when we have 0 and 0, then the result is 0. When we have 1 and 1, then the result is 0. When both the values are different, only then the result is high. So here in this case we have two inputs 1 and 0, so the result is 1. Here we have input 0 and 1, so the result is 1. So when both the values in the input are same, then the result is 0, and when both the values in the result in the input are different, then the result is high. So you can see with the same example we can take the same values, and the instruction which we have is XRAD. So students, now we can see 0 and 0. We can XOR 0 and 0, so result is 0. Again 0 and 0, 0. 1 and 1, result is 0. 0 and 0, again the result is 0. Now you can see here 1 and 0, result is 1. 0 and 0, 0. 1 and 0, 1. 0 and 0, 0. So output after the execution of this instruction is 50H. So accordingly we can change the value of the accumulator, because after XORing the contents will be saved in the accumulator, and accordingly we can see the value of the flag. So here in this case auxiliary carry and carry flag are reset, so we cannot make any changes into the values of auxiliary carry and carry flag according to the result. Next is sign flag. So here MSB is equal to 0, so that means S is equal to 0. The result is non-zero, that means 0 flag is 0. Now we have even number of ones in the result, that means we can set the parity flag to 1. So this is about the XORing or exclusive ORing of the contents of the register with the contents of the accumulator. Now students, after this now we can see ANAM. So that means we can add the contents of memory location. We can add the contents of the memory location that is pointed by HL pair with the contents of accumulator. So means whatever address that is present in the HL pair, our value is present in that particular address, so that value will be AND with the value that is present in the accumulator, and the result is finally stored in the accumulator. So group of this instruction is logical group, and the flags affected are sign, 0 and parity are modified, while AC is set and CY is reset like ANA are. So in case of AND, we can set the auxiliary carry while we can reset the carry flag. So how many bytes are occupied by this instruction? Again 1 byte, because M is the memory location. Next is the address mode. So here the address mode is register indirect, because indirectly we can get the value that is pointed by the HL pair. And the format for this instruction is the contents of the accumulator will be AND with the contents that is pointed by the HL pair. So this is the format of this instruction. Now students, we have an instruction that is ANAM. Now you can see, suppose we have the value of accumulator that is 42H, and the memory that is pointed by HL pair is having address 2001H, and at this location we have value 49H. So students, that means we can add the contents of accumulator and contents of this memory location we can add, and the result is stored in the accumulator. So we can convert it into the binary first. So 42 is 0100, 2 is 0010. Now and we can change it into binary. So 49 is 01001001. Now you can add the contents. In case of AND, when one of the value is 0, then the result is 0. So here 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0. So the final result is 40H. Now this 40H will be stored in the accumulator, and we can set the value of auxiliary carry to 1, because in case of AND we can set the value of auxiliary carry, while the carry flag is always reset in case of ANAM. Sign flag is 0 because MSB is equal to 0. 0 flag is equal to 0 because result is non-zero, while parity flag is also reset because in result we have odd number of ones, that is only one is present in the result. So this is all about ANAM. Now students, after this we can see ORAM. So ORAM means all the contents of the memory location pointed by the HL pair with the contents of the accumulator. So group is logical group. Flags are again sign, 0 and parity are modified, while auxiliary carry is reset likewise in the ORAR, and CY is also reset. That means AC is equal to CY is equal to 0 always after the execution of this instruction. Byte is 1, addressing mode is register indirect, because indirectly we can get the value from the memory location that is pointed by the M. So M is HL pair. Here the format is contents of AND or the contents that is pointed by the HL pair, and the result is stored in A. Now students, in this example we can see we have ORAM. So we have same contents, that is in accumulator we have 42H, HL pair is having address 2001, and at this location we have contents 49H. So now we can OR the contents of accumulator and HL pair. So 0 and 1 is 1, because in case of OR, if any of the value in input is 1, then the result is 1. So here 1 and 0 is again 1, 0 and 0 is 0, 0 and 1 is 1, 0 and 0 is 0, 0 and 0 is 0, 1 and 1 is 1, and 0 and 0 is 0. So the final result is 4, and it is 8, 9, 10 and 11. So that means 4B. And so the OR of the contents of accumulator and HL pair is 4B. And so here we can write 40B. And so accordingly we can reset the value of AC and CY to 0, 0. And in MSB we have 0. So that means sign flag is equal to 0. The result is non-zero. So again 0 flag is 0. And here we have even number of 1. So that means the parity flag is set to 1. Now students, after this next instruction we have is XRAM. So XRAM means XOR or exclusive or the contents of memory location that is pointed by the HL pair with the contents of accumulator. Same group is logical group, while the flags sign 0 and parity are modified, while the AC and the CY is equal to 0. How many bytes are occupied? Again 1 byte. Addressing mode is register indirect because M is given here. Format is XOR the contents of HL, XOR the contents that is pointed by the HL pair with the contents of the accumulator, and the result is stored in accumulator. So we have instruction now XRAM. The contents we have in the A and HL are same, that is 42 and 49H. Now we can see the result according to the XRA. So students, when both the bits are different in the input, only then the result is high. So here 0 and 1 is 1, 1 and 0 is 1, 0 and 0 is 0, 0 and 1 is 1, 0, 0, 0 and 0. So the result is 0, 0, 0, 0 is 0, and 1, 0, 1, 1 is means 11. So 11 is 0BH. So the accumulator is having contents now 0BH, and accordingly the contents of AC and CY is 0, because always after execution we have to reset AC and CY equal to 0. Sign flag is equal to 0 because MSB is 0. 0 flag is 0 because the result is non-zero. Parity flag is 0 because in the result there are odd number of 1s. Now students, after this next instruction we have, that is ANI data. So ANI data means and the contents and immediately the contents given in the instruction with contents in the accumulator. So group is logical group. Sign 0 and parity flag are modified while AC is set and carry flag is reset. So AC is equal to 1 always and carry flag is equal to 0 always. How many bytes are affected? 1 byte is affected, and the addressing mode is immediate addressing mode because the data is, bytes are 2 bytes because the data is given. So 1 byte is occupied by the data and 1 byte is occupied by this instruction, and the addressing mode is immediate addressing mode. So here you can write A and the contents that are that is data. So we can AND the contents present in the instruction with the contents that are in the accumulator, and the result is stored in the accumulator. So we can see it with the help of example. Suppose in accumulator we have value 39H and data we have 40H. Now students, initially we can convert it into binary. So binary of 39 is 0011 1001, and for 40 0100 000 and 0. Now you can see, and 1 and 0 is 0, 0 0, 1 and 0 is 0, 1 and 0 0, 1 and 0 0, 0 and 0. So after ANDing 39 and 40, the result is 00H. So in the accumulator now we have value that is 00H. So accordingly always we have to set the auxiliary carry equal to 1, carry is equal to 0, sign is 0 because MSB is 0, 0 flag is now set to 1 because result is 0. So if the result is 0, then we can set the 0 flag to 1, and there are no ones in the result, so that means parity is equal to 0. Now students, this is about the AND contents of accumulator with the contents of data. Now we can see ORI data. So ORI data means we can OR immediately the contents given in the instruction with the contents that are present in the accumulator. For that, in the flag, these three flags are modified, while AC is reset as well as the carry flag is also reset. So that means AC and CY is equal to 0. How many bytes are used? 2 bytes. One is for this instruction and second is to store the data. Addressing mode is immediate because the data is given in the instruction. Format is contents of A are ORing with the contents that are present in the instruction, and the result is stored in the accumulator. So you can take the same example. So according to this example, when we can OR the contents, the result is 1 and 0 is 1, 0 0 1, 1 1 1 and 0. So the result after the execution of this instruction we have, this is 7 and this is 9, so 79H. So after XORing the contents of ORing the contents of accumulator are 79H, and auxiliary carry is always reset. Carry is always reset. Sign is 0 because MSB is equal to 0. 0 flag is 0 because result is non-zero. And parity flag is also 0 because in result we have odd number of ones, that are 5 ones present in the result. So parity is equal to 0. Next one is XRI data. So XRI data means exclusive or the contents present in the instruction with the contents of the accumulator. Group is again logical group. Flags affected are sign, 0 and parity are modified, while AC is equal to CY is equal to 0, that is reset. Bytes occupied are 2 bytes, one for the data and one for XRI. Addressing mode is immediate because the data is given in the instruction. Format is contents of A are XORing with the contents that are in the instruction. So before execution we have value of A is equal to 39 and in data we have 40H. So accordingly we can see the result. So when both the bits in the input are different only, then the result is 1. So here 1 and 0 is 1, 0 and 0 is 0, 0 and 0 is 0, 1 and 0 is 1, 1 and 0 1, 1 and 0 1, 0 and 1 is 1, 0 and 0 is 0. So in this case all the bits are different, then the result is 1, and if the bits are same then the result is 0. So accordingly again we have a result that is 79H. So if the result is 79H, then the value of accumulator is equal to 79H, and accordingly these flags are reset according to the result. So this is about the AND, OR and XOR the contents with the register, with the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair, and with the data that is present in the instruction itself. Next instruction we have is a comparison instruction. So for comparison, we can compare the contents of accumulator with the contents of register, or we can compare it with the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair, or we can compare it with the data that is present in the instruction directly. So students, comparison we can do with the subtraction. We have the comparison instruction. First is CMPR. So CMPR means compare the contents of register with the contents of accumulator. Students, for this we have a format for this instruction, that is comparison we can do with the subtraction. So we can subtract the contents of the register with the contents of the accumulator, but after subtraction we cannot store that result in the accumulator again. So that means accumulator, the contents of the accumulator remains unchanged after the execution of this instruction. Simply we can compare while subtracting whether after the subtraction this instruction will will generate the carry, or this instruction will give the result as 0, or this instruction will not generate any carry. So when this instruction will generate a carry when the value of accumulator is smaller than the value of R. That means when the value of accumulator is smaller than the value of register, then it will generate the carry, and when the value of accumulator is greater than the value of register, that means it will not generate any carry. And the third condition is when the value of accumulator and the value of register are equal, that means it can set the 0 flag equal to 1. So the format of this instruction is accumulator minus R. Next one is the flag. So by this instruction all the flags are affected. Next is, after this we have a group. So this instruction comes under the logical group. Next is the addressing mode. So students, the addressing mode of this instruction is register addressing mode, because the name of register is specified in the instruction, bytes. So how many bytes will be occupied by this instruction? 1 byte, because no data and the memory address is specified in the instruction. Now we can see it with the help of example. So firstly we can write the rule. So first rule is, if the contents of accumulator are greater than the contents of R, then CY is equal to reset and 0 is also equal to reset. Then we can reset the value of carry as well as the 0 flag. Second condition we have, if the contents of accumulator are equal to the contents of register, then we can set the value of 0 flag to 1. Third we have condition when A is having value that is smaller than the value of register pair, then we can set the value of carry flag to 1. Now student, these are the 3 rules. So according to 3 rules we can set or reset the values of carry as well as the 0 flag, and rest all the values that can depends upon the result. Now students, you can see suppose we have the example. So before execution we have an example, that is CMPD, and in D we have value 27H and in A we have value 40H. So 40H, when we can subtract with 27H, then the result is positive, because here we can do like this. Contents of contents of D will be subtracted with the contents of accumulator. So when we can subtract 40 with 27, then it will give the positive result, that is, it will give the result that is positive, that is 13. So students, here the result is positive. So that means when we can subtract the contents of D with the contents of accumulator, then Here the value of accumulator is greater than the value of D. So that means when the value of accumulator is greater than the value of R, that time we can reset the carry flag to 0, and we can also reset the value of 0 equal to 0. So this is the output, and these are the two flags which are reset according to the result of this instruction. Second example we can take. Suppose we have instruction that is CMP E, and in E we have 92H value, in A we have 42H value. So when we can apply this instruction according to these contents, then here the value of accumulator is less than the value of E, because in accumulator we have 42H and in E we have 92H. So this condition will be satisfied. So if this condition will be satisfied, then we can set the carry flag equal to 1. So in this case CY is equal to 1 and 0 flag equal to 0, because the result is non-zero according to this value. Now third we can see, suppose we have a instruction that is CMPB, and in accumulator we have contents 40H, and also in B register we have contents 40H. So when we can compare A with the contents of B, then the result is 0H, because 40 minus 40 is 0. So when the contents of accumulator and R are equal, that means according to this instruction we can set the 0 flag equal to 1, and we can reset the carry flag, because when both the contents are equal, then the carry flag will not be generated. Carry flag only generated when the contents of the accumulator are smaller than the contents of the register. So this is the CMPR. Now after this instruction we have next instruction, that is CMPM. So CMPM means compare the contents that is pointed by HL pair, compare the contents of memory location that is pointed by HL pair with the contents of accumulator. So format of this instruction is A minus HL. So again for this instruction all the flags are affected, and the group of this instruction is logical group, and the addressing mode is register indirect, because M is given in the instruction, and 1 byte is used by this instruction. Now here the rules are same. That means when the contents of accumulator are greater than the contents that is pointed by the HL pair, then we can reset CY and Z both. When the contents of accumulator are equal to the contents that is pointed by HL pair, then we can set J is equal to 1 and CY we can reset, because when both the values are equal, then CY is always 0. If the contents of accumulator are smaller than the contents that is pointed by the HL pair, then we can set CY and we can reset the 0 flag. So now students, again we can see it with the help of example. So we have suppose example CMP, we have example CMPM, and M means in HL pair we have address 4001H, and at this location 4001H we have contents 99H, and in accumulator we have contents 92H. Now we can compare this. See, in accumulator we have 92H and in memory we have 99H. So that means the contents of accumulator are smaller than the contents that is pointed by the memory location 4001. So if the contents or accumulator are smaller than the contents that are pointed by the HL pair, then we can set the carry flag equal to 1 and we can reset the 0 flag equal to 0. So this is the example of the instruction CMPM. Again we can take one more example. For example, in accumulator now we have contents AAH. and in memory location we have contents 99H. So if we can compare these two contents, then according to the result, now the contents of accumulator are greater than the contents that are present in the memory location, then we can reset both carry as well as the zero flag equal to 0. Now students, after this instruction, again one more instruction we have or comparison, that is CPI data. So CPI data means compare the contents that are present in the instruction, that are present in the instruction with the contents of the accumulator immediately. So according to this instruction, we can compare the data that is present in the instruction with the contents in the accumulator. For this instruction, all the flags are affected. The group is logical group. Addressing mode is now immediate addressing mode, because in the instruction data is given and 2 bytes of memory is used by CPI data. One is used to save the data and one is used to save the instruction CPI. So here we have to compare the contents of accumulator with the data. So if the contents of accumulator are greater than the contents of data, then we can reset carry as well as the zero flag. If both the values are equal, then we can set the zero flag and reset the carry flag. If A is less than data, then we can set the carry flag and reset the zero flag. Now you can see with the help of example. For example, we have a instruction that is CPI05H, and in accumulator already we have contents 42H. Now we can compare A minus 05H. So when we can compare A with 05H, so in A we have 45H and in data we have 05H. So here the value of accumulator is greater than the value or data. So that means if the contents of accumulator are greater than the contents data, then we can reset both CY and Z equal to 0. So according to this instruction, we have CY and Z is equal to 0. So these are the 3 compare instructions to compare the contents of accumulator either with the register or immediately with the data or with the memory with the contents that are pointed by the memory location or by the HL pair. Now after this we have instruction that is CMA. We have instruction that is CMA. So CMA means complement the accumulator. Complement the accumulator means we can find the ones complement of the data that is present in the accumulator. So complement the accumulator. So the format of this instruction is complement we can use by this symbol. So we can find the complement of accumulator and the result is again stored back into the accumulator. So according to this instruction, none of the flag is affected and the group of this instruction is again logical group and the addressing mode is implied or implicit addressing mode, because here no register, no memory location or data is specified in the instruction, and 1 byte, this instruction is of 1 byte. Now students, for example, we can take the example. Suppose in our accumulator we have contents 44H and after the contents we have applied the instruction that is CMA. So this is before execution, and after execution what will happen? We can find the ones complement of 44H. So 44 in binary is 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0. So what is the ones complement of this? 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1. So that means A 11. So B B H. So the ones complement of 44H is BBH. So after execution, now the contents of accumulator are changed from 44H to BBH. So this is how we can find the complement of the number. So if you want to find the complement of the number, then you have to use instruction CMA. After this instruction, now we have another instruction, that is STC. So STC means set the carry. Set the carry means we can set the value of carry flag to 1, and in this case only carry flag is affected, because using this instruction we can only deal with the carry flag. So this instruction comes under the logical group. Again, the addressing mode is implied because no data register is specified in this instruction. Now we can see examples. Suppose before execution in carry flag we have value cy is equal to 0, then we can write this instruction, that is STC. So after executing this instruction, now the value of carry flag is equal to 1. So simply this instruction will set the carry flag to 1. Now suppose before execution in cy we have 1. So after executing this instruction, again the value of carry flag remains same, that is 1. So anyways, if the value of carry flag is equal to 0, then after the execution it will be 1. And if before this the carry flag is equal to 1, again the value after execution is 1. So that means this instruction will only set the value to 1 of the carry always. Now after this, students, last instruction we have is complement the carry. So complement the carry means if the value of carry flag is equal to 0, then it will make it 1, and if it is 1, then it will make it 0. So complement means CMC. So CMC means complement the carry. So complement the carry means the format of this is we can complement the value of carry and we can save it in the carry flag. So flag affected is CY, the group is logical group, and the addressing mode is employed because again there is nothing specified in the instruction. Byte occupied by this instruction is 1. Now we can see it with the help of example. Before execution, suppose we have a value in the carry flag is 0, then we can apply this instruction CMC. So after executing this instruction, now we have carry flag is equal to 1. Second example, suppose in carry flag we have initial value is 1, then after executing CMC, now the new value in CY is equal to 0. So that means it will complement the value from 0 to 1 or from 1 to 0, and STC will always set the value of the carry flag. So according to this instruction, only CY is affected because in this instruction we are only dealing with the carry flag. So this is about the logical group. Now next 4 instructions we have in the logical group, that is RAR, RLC, RAL and RRC, that we can see, and these instructions are very very important. So next we can discuss these 4 instructions one by one. Next logical instruction we have is RLC. So RLC stands for rotate accumulator left. So students, according to this instruction we can move or rotate the contents of the accumulator in the left side. So the format of this instruction we can see first. For that you can see we have a accumulator. So this is the accumulator, and accumulator is having 8 bits. So this is A7, then A6, A5, A4, A3, A2, A1 and A0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So these are the 8 bits of the accumulator, and in this instruction also carry flag is used. So this is the carry flag. Now students, according to this instruction we can move the contents one bit left on the side. So here we have the format like this, and we can store the contents of this MSB into the LSB also. So these contents will be transferred here, and also the contents of the MSB will be stored in the carry flag. So this is the format. That means whatever will be the value in A0, that will be shifted to the A1, and the value that was present in A1 will be shifted to A2, and so on. And the value that is present in A7, that will move to the carry flag, as well as that will move to the A0. So according to this, we have a format that is initially this is an, so the value of an will be moved to an plus 1. So the value of an will be moved to an plus 1, and after this the value that is in A7 will be moved to the carry flag, and also the value that is in the A7 will be moved to A0. So this is the format of RLC. Now the addressing modes. Students, again this is the implied or implicit addressing mode, because no data and the memory location is available or present in the instruction flag. So in this case only carry flag is affected. Only carry flag is affected. So how many bytes will be occupied by this instruction? Only 1, because in case of implied addressing mode, all the instructions that comes under this category can only occupy 1 byte of memory. Next is group. So this comes under the logical group. So the group of this instruction is logical group. Now we can see it with the help of example, students. See, suppose we have the instruction that is RLC, and in accumulator we have contents 47H, and in carry flag initially we have value 0H, 0. Okay students, so in carry flag we have value 0. So you can write 0 here, and 47 in binary is 0 1 0 0, 7 is 0 1 1 1. So you can write it here 0 1 0 0, 0 1 1 and 1. Now students, after applying RLC into this instruction, now what will be the contents after applying this instruction? Now we can see the result. For that again we have to make one more accumulator. So this is A7, this is A6, A5, A4, A3, A2, A1 and A0, and this is the carry flag. Now you can see students, after applying RLC into this instruction, now the contents of A0 will be shifted here. So in A0 we have 1, so that is shifted here, and this one will shift here, this one will shift here, and this 0 will shift in A4. The value of A4 will be shift into the A5, the value of A5 will be shift into A6, and the value of A6 will be shifted to A7, and the value that was in A7, that will move to the A0. So what was in A7? 0 was in A7, so that will be moved to A0, as well as the value of this A7 will be moved into the carry flags. So accordingly the carry flag will be changed. So this is the output after the execution of instruction RLC. One more example we can see. Suppose we have 99H in the accumulator. So accordingly we have binary form, that is 1001 1001, and in carry flag we have value 1. So before execution in carry flag we have 1, and here we have values 1001, again 1001. Now students, when you can apply the RLC into this instruction, now the output is this one will be shifted into the carry flag. So now the carry flag value is 1, and same this one will be shifted into A0, and whatever will be the value in A0, that will be moved to A1, that is 1. value of A1 will be moved to A2, value of A2 will be moved here, value of A3 will be moved in A4, value of A4 will be moved here, value of A5 that is here, value of A6 that is here. So after execution, now the contents in accumulator are 33H, and in carry flag we have value that is 1. So this is how we can perform RLC. Now after this, next instruction we have that is RRC. So RRC means rotate the accumulator right. So rotate the accumulator right means now we can rotate the contents towards the right side. So now you can see the changes. See, according to this, the contents are moved like this. Now the contents of A0 will be moved to A7, as well as that contents will be moved into the carry flag. Now students, according to this, now we have a format. The value of an plus 1 will be shifted to an. So the value of an plus 1 will be shifted to an, and the value of a0 will be moved to a7. So the value of a0 will be moved to a7, as well as the value of a0 will be moved to the carry flag. So the value of a0 will be moved to the carry flag. Addressing mode is implied. Flags, only carry flag is affected. 1 byte of memory is occupied. Group is logical group. Now you can see with the same example. Suppose we have the contents in accumulator are 1001, again 1001. So that means 99H is having in accumulator, and carry flag is having value 0. So initially carry flag is having value 0. So after executing RLC instruction, now the modified value of accumulator is, here we can see now the contents will be shifted to the right side. So that means whatever will be the value in A7, that will be shifted to A6. So now the value of A7 will be shifted here. The value of A6 will be shifted to A5. The value of A5 will be shifted to A4. The value of A4 will be shifted here. The value of A3 will shift to A2. The value of A2 will shift to A1. And the value of A1 will shift to A0. And the value of H0 will be moved to A7, as well as the carry flag. So what was in A0? A0 is having value 1. So that will be shifted here in the A7, as well as that will be shifted in the carry flag. So after executing this instruction, now the contents of accumulator are 1100, 1100. So it we can write as CCH, and in the carry flag we have value 1H. So this is how we can perform the rotation of the values into left and the right side. So student, these instructions are very important according to your exams point of view, and also these instructions are very helpful or useful in your programming part. So you have to see these instructions carefully and write according to this format only. Next instructions, now we have RAR and RAL. Next instruction we have is RAL. So RAL means rotate the contents of accumulator. Rotate the contents of accumulator with carry. So that means we can include carry here also when we are going to rotate the values. So this is the format where accumulator is having 8 bits and we have a carry flag. So according to this instruction, the contents will be moved to the left side one by one. But now students, in in RLC, what we can do in RLC, we can shift the value of A7 into A0, as well as the value of A7 we can shift into the carry flag. But in case of RAL, we can shift the value of A7 into the carry flag, and whatever value that was present in the carry flag, that we can move into A0. So this is the cycle that starts from right to the left side, and one by one bits can be moved by taking the carry also. So according to this instruction, we have a format, that means the value of an will be moved to an plus 1, comma, the value of A7 will be moved to the carry, and the value of carry will be moved to the A0 location. Okay students, so addressing mode is implied because directly we can give the instruction, and this instruction will directly apply to the accumulator. Next is flag. So only carry flag is affected by its 1 byte instruction, because under this group all the instructions can occupy 1 byte. Next is group. So the group of this instruction is logical group. Now we can, students, take the example. With the help of that we can say how the value of the accumulator is changed. So for example, in our accumulator, we have value A is equal to 82H in accumulator, and in carry flag we have one value. So initially in carry we have 1, and in accumulator 82. So 82 means 10000010. So 10000010. Now after rotating, students, the value that is in A7 will be shifted into the carry flag. So now the value of carry flag is 1, and the value of carry flag will be shifted into A0. So now the value of A0 is 1, because previously in carry flag we have 1, and all the values that we can shift here. So students, the value of A0 is now shifted to A1, the value of A1 to A2, then A2 ka value shifted to A3, value of A3 will be shifted to A4, the value of A4 will be shifted to A5, the value of A5 will be shifted to A6, and the value of A6 will be shifted to A7. So that means 1 we can shift here, and this 1 we can shift at the end, and rest all the values we can shift 1 by left. So after the execution of this instruction, in carry flag again we have 1, and in accumulator we have value 05H, because 0000 is 0 and 0101 is 5. So after execution, accumulator is having value 05, and in carry flag we have value 1. So this is RAL. Now last instruction in the logical group we have, that is RAR. So RAR means rotate the contents of accumulator with carry in right side. So students, here you can see this is the accumulator, and all the values will be shifted to the right side. So initially we can so here all the values will be shifted to the right side. Now you can see, students, here the value of A0 will be moved to the carry flag, as well as the value of carry flag will be shifted to A7, and the value of A7 will be moved to A6. So according to this format, the value of AN plus 1 will be shifted to AN, and the value of carry flag will be shifted to A7, as well as the value of A0 will be shifted to carry flag. So value of A0 will be shifted to carry flag, and the value of carry flag will be shifted to A7. So this is the format of this instruction. Addressing mode is again implied. Flags are only carry flag is affected, byte is only 1 byte occupied, group is logical group. Now students, we have a same example, that is A is having value 82H and carry flag is 1. So here the carry flag is 1, A is 82. So 82 means 1000 0010. Now we can apply RAR to these contents. So after applying RAR, now we can check the new value of accumulator and the carry. So if we can apply RAR, then this value 0 will be shifted into the carry flag, as well as the value of carry flag will be moved into A7. So the value of carry flag will be moved into A7 and the value of A0 will be shifted to the carry flag, and all the other values will shift one position right. So this one will be shifted here, this 0 will be shifted to A5, this will be shifted into A4, the value of A4 will be shifted into A3, the value of A3 will be shifted into A2, the value of A2 will be shifted into A1, and the value of A1 will be shifted here. So the final output after the execution of this program is Cy is equal to 0 and the value of accumulator is 1100. That means C. Next is 0001. That means 1. So the result after executing RAR, the result in the accumulator is C1H and the carry flag is reset according to the instruction RAR. So this is all about the logical group.